Alright.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kylee, and red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky by morning, sailors take warning.
Hi, I'm Craig, and shiver me timbers if I ever come across a ghost ship.
Hi, I'm Shandi, and not even the sea is safe from hauntings. And this is Seance with My Siblings. Welcome to the Seance.
Ooh.
Ghost Ships edition.
Ghost ships.
Woo!
Woo.
Okay, any ghost updates, guys?
Well, yes. I had an experience the other day where I was in the bathroom and my light, when I first moved in, it wouldn't turn on at all. Like, my roommate had tried to turn it on and it just wouldn't, work. And when I got there, it turned on immediately when I hit the switch. And it has been about, a month and a half now since I moved in. But just the other day, I was in the bathroom, and the light flicked on and off 3 times, slowly. It was intentional. It wasn't, flickering. It was, on, off, 3 times in a row.
I love it.
Like the SpongeBob Nosferatu.
But, yeah, literally. Nosferatu. I want you to ride it crazy style. Or whatever he says.
I love it. We need to go do
Yes.
some pendulum and dowsing rods. I still have yet to have anyone use my dead bell, so maybe your ghost will.
Ooh,
That would be cool.
that would be cool.
The ghost that's here that I've seen, there's a shadow that stands at the end of the hallway in the corner. And it's just a tall, shadowy figure. I'm not sure. It doesn't feel bad or anything, but it's just there. So I'm not sure if it was the same thing. It could be.
Wild and... Yeah.
Yes.
What about you? Any
What
ghost
about
updates?
y'all's?
So, just yesterday, I was down in my basement doing laundry, switching loads, and I hear this loud clatter on the floor, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I was the only one there in the basement. Zave and Luke were both upstairs, and I look out. So the washer and dryer are against the wall, they would be here. Then there's a hallway this way to get to the 2 bedrooms. And Luke's bedroom is to the right. His bedroom he won't sleep in. And, so he has 2 freaking bedrooms in our 4-bedroom house. He has 2 of them.
Freaking Lukey.
Anyway, I look and his door is open and I'm like, oh, that's weird. We usually keep it closed so the cats don't go in.
Yeah.
So I go and I look, and right in the middle of the hallway, the thing that had clattered is someone threw an Xbox remote into the hallway.
Oh, I didn't realize it was an Xbox remote.
Yeah.
Was it bigger than I was picturing a little remote,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And it must have been a light toss, because it wasn't that loud and it didn't break. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I
Wild.
mean, if you're
It
going to
just-
throw something, at least consider it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I said, "Kay, rude, don't throw electronics, okay? There's plenty of stuffed animals for you to throw. I know it won't make
Right?
the same fun noise, but, come on, man."
Or something not breakable that will still clatter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ghost
Very
is still...
trickster energy.
Gotta teach
But
them
I
manners.
think it felt like it just wanted me to know it was there. because I haven't been in the basement a lot, and I haven't been giving anything down there any attention lately, because it's been busy. I'm like, well,
It's
if
like,
you
I'm
don't come
here.
upstairs, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, what about you, Kai?
Well, I have a story that's not necessarily a ghost story, but I scared the piss out of myself.
Ooh.
I was at work, and I'm always, like, one of the first ones there on Fridays, and I was minding my business, going about, and unbeknownst to me, they got these, like, mannequin things to put the swag on, like the college t-shirts and stuff. And so I was coming down the stairs, and there are these, like, mannequins, and it's all dark, and I was like, and then I, like, looked closer, and like, oh. And I laughed.
I hate stuff like that. It's so scary, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just...
Mannequin. Whoops.
Oh, well.
Ooh.
And mannequins are the worst.
Yes.
Like, to see, just, like, lurking menacingly.
Yeah.
The Annabelle doll sometimes gets me. I have a huge prop Annabelle that just chills in the corner of my living room on a table.
Yeah.
And she'll get us sometimes.
It's just like people-shaped things looming in the darkness.
Yeah, our brains
Yeah.
are wired to recognize the shapes and then to freak out if there's people where they aren't supposed to be.
To monitor for
You're
threats.
not here. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wild ghosties.
Well,
should we?
shall we get into ghost ships?
Yes.
Ghost
Excited?
ships. Yes.
Alright. Okay. Here we go. Whenever I think of ghost ships, my mind is flooded with images of the Flying Dutchman and SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes.
Life on the seas was rough, so it makes sense that there are hauntings of all sorts plaguing the oceans, islands, and existing boats. I bring to you the story of the Young Teazer. I just had to, the name.
That's such a silly name.
That is so good.
It is so good. The Young Teazer was an American privateer schooner whose goal in life was to steal from British and other enemy ships during the War of 1812.
Okay.
And this ship allegedly was constructed in 1813.
Okay.
In some of the sources I read. But I just loved the name. One of the sources I read said the name was... So a privateer ship is a ship that is contracted by a government to go and loot other ships for
Right.
war efforts, you know.
Okay.
And so the Young Teazer was so fast that it was like a tease, if you will. Because no one could catch it. And they would see it, and it would just be like, hey. And then it would like,
You thought.
all your stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Pop off.
Okey-doke. According to Seek's Ghosts, in an article from 2012 titled Ghost Ship, the Young Teazer, this is how the fast ship succumbed to its demise. On June 27th, the HMS Hogue encountered the Young Teazer and forced her into Halifax Harbor. But the Young Teazer managed to escape, because she fast.
Escape.
I don't know why it's a she either, but whatever.
All boats are she's.
That's what, yeah, that's what.
Yeah. It's just boat terminology.
Okay, all boats are she's. A few days later, it says, I think it's a freight, but it has
Okay.
an E at the end, but this is written by someone who isn't American.
Okay. Probably British
So,
spelling.
Yeah, so the
British.
freight, HMS Orpheus chased the Teazer into Luxembourg Harbor, but the Orpheus lost her, the Orpheus chased her into Luxembourg Harbor. The Orpheus lost her near Mahone Bay due to light winds. So
Oh, no.
freight's a lot bigger than like a privateer schooner.
Right.
Yeah. So the Hogue then picked up the chase again. After 18 hours, she was able to trap the Young Teazer in Mahone Bay. The Hogue began to fire upon the Teazer viciously. Soon, the Orpheus joined in, so they were like double teaming
Okay.
the Teazer. Yeah. That evening, the Hogue readied 5 boats to board the Teazer, which the Teazer was like, nah, we're not, no thank you. No thanks.
She said nor.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Captain Dobson on board the Young Teazer discussed plans to defend his privateer ship with his 38-man crew. And there's a little asterisk. I don't know why, but there is one. Just note that. Lieutenant Johnson, known for erratic behaviors, this is a lieutenant on the ship. This is not the captain. He is a little cray-cray, you know? He argued with the captain and then disappeared below deck. And then the schooner exploded.
Oh, wow.
Oh no,
Completely.
there was a reason.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Lieutenant Johnson, he was a British deserter. And these were British ships attacking the Teazer. And he knew he would be hung.
Okay.
So that motherfucker was like, fuck all of this. If I'm going down, everyone's going down with me in a bright billow of explosive...
A blaze of glory.
Yes, I guess glory.
Ugh.
Yikes. Anyway. So yeah. Yeah, he threw a lit torch into the ship's supply of gunpowder.
Oh.
Now remember, like, gunpowder was used in all the cannons that the ships would have had to attack and defend themselves. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So a few of the Teazer men who survived there only a few. So there was 38 people and only 8 people survived this.
Oh,
and the
dang.
survivors were very badly burned. Because, like, gunpowder.
Yeah.
Exploding.
Ooh, yeah.
They were found by local residents clinging to the burning spars and bow of the shattered hull of the schooner. Approximately 30 of the Teazer crew died,
Dang.
including
Oh, cow.
the coward Johnson. With such a horrific act of cowardice and so much life lost, it is no wonder there is a haunting contributed to the Teazer.
Ooh.
The story goes that a year to the day after the explosion and destruction of the Teazer, residents of Mahone Bay witnessed a fiery ghost ship ablaze in the bay.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
That's metal.
Yes, metal as fuck.
Metal as
Metal.
fuck.
It appeared that the last moments of the ship's existence are scorched into the ether, playing out on a loop, earning this possibly residual haunting the name of the Teazer Lights.
Ooh, okay. That's a fun nickname.
Yeah.
The Teazer Lights.
Teazer Lights. And now I'm just thinking about boobs. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Think about boobs a lot.
My mind immediately went to, I don't know why, because it's not like the same, but in Guardians of the Galaxy, when Rocket and Groot are like captured, and the guy's like, "I'm Taser Face."
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why that my brain just
Taser face.
Taser Face.
Taser face.
Okay. Sorry. According to Ships and Things Wiki, soon after the tragic event, eyewitness reports began to surface that the Young Teazer had reemerged from the depths as a fiery, spectral ship. I love it. The following year, on June 27th, people of Mahone Bay were startled to see an apparition sailing into the same water where the Young Teazer had been destroyed. As it came nearer, they recognized it as the privateer, and then it vanished in a huge puff of flame.
Ooh.
Nice.
The story spread through the country, and on the next anniversary, many more were on hand, watching for the fire ship. Soon enough, it appeared again, and it is legend to this day that many persons have witnessed the appearance of the ghost ship and have seen it disappear in flame. If you are standing on the deck of a ship at sea, the apparition appears to threaten to ram your vessel. Oh, shit.
Ram
Oh,
your
wow.
Yeah.
Damn your vessel.
Please buy me dinner first. Jeez. Many report an overwhelming sense of fear when they see the phantom pirate ship. Well, no shit. The ghost ship became locally known as the Teazer Light and can be seen on foggy nights, most notably those that fall within 3 days of a full moon.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's
So it seems
interesting.
like it's just showing up all over.
I wonder if it burned down near a full moon.
I don't know. I didn't read that anywhere. So that is
Maybe.
I don't know. I bet we could go back in the Farmer's Almanac to
I bet we
18
could.
1813
Yes.
and see. If anybody wants to do that, be my guest.
Yes.
But yeah, so
Then email us. Just kidding, just kidding.
DM us on Instagram.
DM us, yes.
Slide into those DMs.
If you want to send us goat pictures. Okay, goat pictures.
I would take a
ghost
Goat pics.
Your pet pics are always welcome.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes, they are.
so that is the story and haunting of the Young Teazer.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was
a
a
good
wild
time, I
story.
That is
Okay.
a wild story. Well, the ocean is haunted. Like,
Same.
yeah, the whole ocean is haunted.
Yes.
It's haunted as fuck.
But if I ever saw like a flaming ship on the ocean, I don't even know what I would do. What do you
I'd
even
probably
do?
just stare at it and be like, should we be worried?
What?
Is everything
Right.
this? Should we be
I know.
worried?
Like, should we call someone?
And then it just like
Yes.
disappears and you're like,
Oh, JK.
problem solved! Took care of itself.
It's the what did you call it? The teaser
The
lights?
teaser lights.
It's the teaser lights.
But you have to be at Mahone Bay.
Okay.
It's not just all willy-nilly anywhere. And it needs to be around the anniversary or within 3 nights of a full moon.
Okay.
Maybe one
There-
night or day. Sometime we will travel there and look for the teaser lights.
That would be fun. I'm down.
That would be fun.
Road trip.
Or we'll
Teaser lights road trip.
Right? Yeah. Or nor.
kicking.
Lior. Condensation.
Okay.
Okay. I
Okey-dokey.
am talking about the Queen Mary.
It's such an
Yes.
iconic ship.
It is an iconic
So
ship.
iconic.
It's got so many freaking ghosts, bruh. Okay.
It did so many things throughout its lifetime.
It did.
It's
And
amazing.
I actually had to condense it because if I put every single thing that
We
the
would-
Queen Mary did, we'd be here all freaking day.
We could make like a 5-episode special.
We could have an episode about each ghost because some of them are like super interesting.
And some of them are super prolific. Like
Yes.
they're always just wild and
Wild in.
yeah.
Okay, so the sun shone brightly on May 27th, 1936, when the Queen Mary departed from Southampton, England on her maiden voyage. She arrived in New York Harbor on June 1st, 1936. The voyage took about 5 days. The ship was one of luxury and offered all of the finest amenities, from swimming pools to kennels for passengers' dogs. The ship had exquisite dining rooms, a children's nursery, and even a hospital. Not to mention the girl could haul ass, with a top speed of 32 knots, about 36 miles per hour.
And she
Pop
big.
off.
She's
So
thick.
something that big going that fast through the water
Yeah.
is wild.
Yes. The Queen Mary held the blue riband from 1938 to 1952, meaning it was the fastest average ship of crossing the Atlantic for 14 years. The ship transported celebrities, politicians, and even royalty. Since its maiden voyage, the ship had only smooth sailing until World War II, when the luxury
bum,
ship
bum.
became a transport ship hauling between 5,000 to 15,000 soldiers.
Yeah, so at times I'm sure it was filled over capacity, and then
It
at
was.
times
It was yeah.
not. Yeah.
So, actually,
Is this the one they painted gray?
yes, I'm
Okay,
we'll
sorry.
get there.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna shut up now.
you're good. And that's when the seas became choppy and things took a dark turn. At least 47 people died aboard the Queen Mary during her time at sea. This is the official record, but it's believed that far more people died. So a young crew member named John Peter was crushed by a door during an emergency drill. Another died after drinking gin that turned out to be cleaning fluid. The rest
Oh my
died
gosh,
of
mood.
natural causes.
Like typhoid,
Yeah, yeah.
disease,
Yay.
probably injuries from, war.
Yeah,
Maybe.
just small things like that.
Yeah.
War,
Yeah, nothing, no big deal. But hundreds of others are said to have died on, or even worse, at the hands of the Queen Mary prior to her retirement.
Ooh.
Oh,
In
wow.
1939, when the ship was drafted, that's supposed to say for military service, Britain believed the size and speed of the Queen Mary would keep her safe from German U-boats. And they were right, but at a cost. The ship was pushed to its limits, and oftentimes 15,000 soldiers would be crammed into spaces designed for 2,200 passengers.
Can you just imagine the smells and the spread of this common cold?
Yes.
Just with that kind of overcrowding.
It was not a good time. During her time in service, she was stripped of her fine decor to create more space, and the once bright smokestacks were painted navy gray, and her portholes were blacked out and welded shut. This lackluster makeover earned her the nickname the Gray Ghost.
She's like, I used to be pretty, and now look at me.
She's a military girl now.
But then she would have had to wear red lipstick. They forced you to do that. There was an official shade of red lipstick that female military had to wear, and I think they used to make the factory workers that were for the war effort.
They did that for nurses too, that were in the war.
Sexy, yeah. Every female was like, wear this red lipstick to maintain your femininity in this male-dominated field, bitch.
My God.
I love it.
Yay!
Anyway.
Boo. Tomatoes.
A fitting name for a ship full of ghosts. With evidence that the Queen Mary was responsible for the death of more than 300 people. So let's meet some of these ghosts.
Yay.
Only 300?
Only 300! Let's just blow by that fact.
On to the ghosts.
On to the ghosts!
Well, you know how we get ghosts, right?
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 Right.
People have to die in order for us to have ghost stories.
Exactly.
So, we have the White Lady. The Lady in White is a ghost said to haunt the Queen Mary's Queen's Salon, which was once the ship's first-class lounge.
Oh, she fucking bougie.
She bougie. She bougie. The identity of the Lady in White is unknown, but she has been seen dancing alone in the shadows of the Queen's Salon. She dances to music that no one else
I bet it's
hear.
ABBA. I bet it's
ABBA,
Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's
That's
absolutely.
what she's just there living her best afterlife.
Then we have the Shaft Alley ghost. A Shaft Alley. Listen.
I thought the same thing. I was like, the shaft ghost. Ooh.
This kind of Shaft Alley is a long space.
I hate when it's too long.
It's a long space that provides access to the ship's propeller shafts. It's located near the engine room and is said to be haunted. Reported
Nice.
sightings in the Shaft Alley include a man in blue overalls with black hair and a long beard. It's believed that this man is John Petter, who was the one that was crushed to death by a door during a drill in the 1960s.
He was young, right?
Yeah,
No, the young one is a different one.
Yes,
Okay.
there's so many ghosts.
And
There's
so many people
ghosts.
being crushed by shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was also... We'll get to him.
Okay, sorry.
You're okay. There's literally so many. It's like easy to get crushed on boats, I guess.
Especially in the broiler rooms and all of
Ooh,
this.
I hate that.
I don't know if they've, like, in modern ships how that is, but I know in the past, the doors that would, like, the fire doors that would, like, lock so that if perforation, a flood, or fire, whatever, could be contained so the whole ship hopefully didn't go down.
Yeah.
Those doors were no joke.
No.
And I think once they were engaged to shut, there was, like,
nothing you could do.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yikes.
You were either trapped in there or crushed trying to get out
Ooh.
before you were trapped in there.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times. Okay, then we have Little Jackie. Jacqueline Jackie Torrin is a legendary ghost that is said to haunt the Queen Mary. Jackie is said to have drowned in the ship's second-class pool when she was around 5 years old. The pool is now the Royal Theatre. Visitors report hearing Jackie splashing, calling for her parents, and responding to questions. She is said to be mischievous and likes to play peekaboo with visitors. She is said to spend her free time around the ship, I guess, and has
Many
been seen
places.
and heard in many places on the ship.
So she doesn't just stick to where the pool was.
Yeah, she's just having a good time wherever the hell she
And
wants
I
to go.
don't think this is actually Jackie. I do not think
Probably
that
not.
poor little girl is still there. I think
Well,
someone has
if
decided.
she is, she's not trapped.
No.
She's just living her best life.
Yeah. And if it isn't really her, someone has figured out
How to be a little girl.
and how it gets everyone's attention and everybody wants to play with it and everybody thinks it's so darling.
So cute.
Never trust ghost children.
Nope. Probably
Usually
like
not.
99% of the time it's not a kid.
Some sort of trickster
Yeah.
energy, yeah.
Especially it's like, I'm trapped, woe is me. Give me your energy. Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I did hear that. There was just some knocking in the hallway. Again. I've been getting a knocker around my house.
Slay.
In 1991, psychic Peter James was visiting the ship with a film crew and was instructed to meet Jackie in the first-class pool. Peter and Jackie had a conversation that lasted over 10 minutes, and the footage was caught on camera.
I would love to see that.
I would also love to see that. I was going to check it out, but I ran out of time.
Well, we can look at it later.
Yes, we will have to look at it later. Then we have Grumpy. Grumpy the Growling Ghost. He's a legendary ghost said to haunt the RMS Queen Mary. Grumpy is rumored to lurk in a room under the stairs near the first-class swimming pool. I'm wondering, is there a connection between Grumpy and Jackie?
I would think so.
I would also think so.
It always
Me too.
interesting. Like, sometimes it appears whatever spirits are in an area, they know of the other spirits.
Yes.
But then sometimes it's like they don't.
Yeah.
But I want to say, like, a residual haunting would have no awareness of anything.
Yeah.
But, like, the other entities might be aware of the residuals.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes.
So I think that's why sometimes other hauntings, like, spirits don't recognize anything, or that there are other entities. But, like, the lady in my house and whatever is in my basement, they know about each other.
Yeah.
We experienced that firsthand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to know so bad.
Just need to investigate more.
Lenore. The tapestry. Oh no. Womp womp. Oh well. Now you can see my window.
Tree outside.
Not the tree.
It's naked. Don't look.
Anyway, Grumpy is rumored to lurk in a room. Oh, I said that already. Grumpy is one of the Queen Mary's most memorable ghosts, though his identity is unknown. Grumpy is said to growl at visitors. Like, what the fuck?
Rawr, XD.
And he sometimes joins John Henry in the boiler room. So, John Henry, he's got a backstory.
Ooh.
I'm not just a bitch. I'm a backstory. Anyway, John Henry was a young seaman by the name of John Henry. Oh, there.
You were not tired when you wrote this.
No, not at all. He lied about his age to procure a position on the Queen Mary and was killed while trying to flee a fire. He was crushed to death in the boiler room.
Poor guy.
To this day, knocks and bright lights can be heard around the engine room 13. Ooh. Where the young
13.
man met. Yeah.
I'm surprised they even let there be a room 13 on a ship.
Right? I wonder if the
That's
13
why.
Maybe.
when it's a hotel now.
It's like, no, there'll still be room 13, but there won't be a 13th
Yeah.
floor, generally speaking.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just like, oh yeah, that's totally engine room 13 because he's bad luck. I don't know. I don't know.
Or he had bad luck.
Or he had bad luck, yeah.
Yeah.
It has even been reported that the door to the engine room is sometimes hot to the touch. Well, I really...
It's okay, Kakai.
It was rough. It was so rough.
Everybody can relate.
Yes, there have been reports of a ball of light surrounded by tendrils of smoke. Okay. So those are like, that's just 5. There are a lot of ghosts on this boat. But I did find some personal encounters by people who have stayed at the Queen Mary. So
Those are fun.
this is from AKA Fat Kid on yourghoststories.com. And this is from September 17th, 2012.
Oh, that's funny. We both found stuff from 2012.
Ooh.
Synchronicities.
Okay. This is AKA Fat Kid talking now. Over the past 15 years, I have visited the Queen Mary in Long Beach on multiple occasions. I like to board the ship at night. I would go into the hotel entrance and tell them I was going to lounge for cocktails. They would let me aboard with no questions asked, even though I was not of legal drinking age during my early visits. At night, the staff was reduced significantly, which made exploring the ship easy. I would cross every unlocked barrier in my exploration of the ship and discovered storage rooms of old furniture, explored the engine rooms, and crossed every roped-off area I could.
You little
Go
shit.
off.
I bet, too, in 2012, before the Queen Mary, blew up, that...
People did not care.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
pop off, girl. Go for it.
Every time I went aboard, I would use the aft elevator just outside the wedding chapel. I thought it was funny that no matter what level I chose, the elevator would take me directly to the engine room. At first, I thought it was the ship being old and not working as designed. But then, in the late 90s, I took my girlfriend, now wife, to show her
congratulations.
the strange elevator. We entered the elevator, pushed the very top button, and sure enough, it took us all the way down to the engine room. Later that night, we asked a crew member about the elevator taking us down to the engine room. The crew member insisted that that was not possible because that elevator does not go to the engine room.
Oh, great.
A key. We have also seen things aboard that I am not willing to discuss in this forum.
Was it boobs?
Ooh.
It was probably ghost boobs. Titties. That's a fun band name.
That is a fun band name.
Ghost titties.
About 6 months ago, we returned to the ship to discover my little elevator had been sealed closed. I know it has to do with similar hauntings I had experienced, but this excuse listed was due to the age of the elevator. We also discovered similar stories and that the same elevator taking people down to the engine room, but the other stories people heard screaming. Sorry, no screaming when it happened to me. The end. That's their story.
That's a good
That is a good story.
That was a good one.
Okay, uno más. This one's short and sweet, and it's from Nora1112, from May 8th, 2013. But their stay was during November 2012. They stayed in room A131, and the following happened. The TV in my room turned on by itself 3 separate times. I turned it off myself and checked to see that it was off, and it would come back on when I was either in the bathroom or in bed. Also, on my first night, I was awakened by the sound of a party. There were men and women talking and laughing through the wall, and I could hear glasses clinking. At times it sounded like it was outside my portholes. That was not possible, as I was on the harbor side of the ship with nothing but water below me. I did check with the front desk, and the room next to mine was not occupied for the first 2 nights I was there. The bathroom light burned out in the morning, so when I went to get breakfast, I reported it, and when I came back to my room to get my camera and phone, I went to brush my teeth, and the light was working. While I was in the room...
Craig's like, I can relate to this.
Yeah, literally.
While I was in the room, a maintenance man knocked on the door with the work order to change the bulb in the bathroom. I told him someone already did it, and he said it was impossible since it was his first work order for the day.
Great.
When I was on the self-guided tour, I was alone near the infirmary steps when I got the feeling that someone was there with me, and not in a good way. As I started down the stairs, I got really bad feelings, and I could not continue. I turned around and went to the sunlight and the open stern of the ship. As I was heading for the bridge, I somehow got turned around and needed to head inside for a restroom. I could not find the way, and a painter, in painter overalls with paint stains on them, a man, assisted me by showing me a staff entrance that led to a lower deck. When I came back up to that location, there was no painter, no evidence of anything being painted, or just had been painted, no wet paint signs or roped off areas. I never saw any workmen for the rest of my self-guided tour. When I went on the ghost tour at night, I had a fully charged battery in my camera. However, while in the boiler room, which was very dark, my camera battery died and I could take no more photos. When I got back to the lighted common area, my battery was fully charged and my camera was operational. The tour guide said that happens a lot on the tour. However, these photos of the baby's face were taken in the boiler room before the battery totally died. The other shows the figure of a man who was not on the tour to my knowledge. As I went to the propeller room... I know. I love ghost pictures. As I went into the propeller room, there were other people in there with me. However, I started feeling closed in, like I could not breathe. Not feeling good, I got out of there as soon as possible as I could, exiting in the lighted historical area of the ship where the feeling continued like something was following me and I was being closed in. I finally had to go outside the ship to get the feeling to stop. When I looked at my photos, I have orbs throughout them. I do have the photos and would be glad to share them with you if you would like to see them.
Well, yes.
Why, yes. So, with about 347 staterooms and suites, the Queen Mary has plenty of space for the undead to roam. And some believe that up to 600 ghosts call the Queen Mary their home sweet home. Or should I say, tomb sweet tomb. Oh. What do you guys think? Who's your favorite ghost? And would you stay the night aboard the Queen Mary?
I would stay the night. My favorite ghost. I think it would be interesting to run into Growling Gary, or what was his name?
Grumpy the
Grumpy.
Growler, Grumpy Growler.
Grumpy the Growler.
Grumpy
yeah.
Growler.
Yeah.
Just to see. But if he's no bueno, then nah.
He just
It seems like he's, yeah. Like grumpy old man.
Yeah. Get off my lawn.
It'd be fun to talk to him and see if he would say or interact in some other way, like answering questions with the dowsing rods or the pendulum, or interacting with like the dead bell or the spirit box.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
That would be cool.
Road trip times 2.
Wanted to go to the Queen Mary for so long. I have a old work colleague that her and her daughter went and stayed on it, and she said it was wild.
Ooh. I'm still freaking down.
Dude, yes.
Was it a click?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I heard that too.
Popping off. Okay. Anything else?
I think my favorite ghost, I would like to talk to one of the boiler room ghosts, or both.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe the Grumpy Growler.
Yeah.
And was it John?
Peter? Peddar.
Yeah, they go and hang out sometimes.
Yeah, they're besties.
Yeah, if we could just have a little party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be fun.
All right, Craig.
Okie dokie.
All
right.
Like,
Did that make my face bright?
yeah. That's okay.
Okay. Alright, so I am going to be talking about a couple stories. The first one being the ship HMS Resolute.
I have not either.
That's exciting.
Yes. It was a British Royal Navy ship found in 1854, abandoned and adrift off the coast of Baffin Island in the Canadian Arctic. She had originally been sent to find the remains of another lost expedition, that of Sir John Franklin's, to locate the then frozen Northwest Passage, but met a similar fate.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. HMS Resolute had become lodged in an ice floe and abandoned by the crew, of whom no trace was ever found. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Sorry.
You're okay.
An eerie scene met those who had discovered the ghostly ship in 1855. The captain's cabin remained undisturbed, with a teapot, Bible, and glasses full of liquor on the desk.
Okay.
A British flag had been left draped over the chair of the ship's commander, Captain Kellett. HMS Resolute was eventually retrieved and retired in 1879. Now, this isn't the first instance of ships mysteriously becoming vacant. The Mary Celeste and her crew met a similar occurrence. Her fate has passed into maritime myth tanks in large part to a short story by Dr. Arthur Conan Doyle, the writer and creator of Sherlock Holmes. What we do know...
Arthur Conan Doyle.
Arthur Conan Doyle. Sorry, not me butchering his name. Yes.
Sherlock Holmes. I was like, oh,
You're like that's the guy. Yes, not. Yeah.
I've always heard his first name wrong in my head. I'm just realizing now. I was today years old where I realized it wasn't Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It's that. Okay.
Yes, names, words,
names.
English. What we do know is that the Mary Celeste had sailed from New York on November 7th, 1872, bound for Genoa with a cargo of alcohol. Almost 8 months later, on the afternoon, booze, on the booze cruise of disappearances. On the afternoon of December 5th, the ship was spotted drifting somewhere between the Azores and Portugal by de Gratia. Another brigantine, and a brigantine is a 2-mast sailing vessel with a fully square rigged 4-mast and at least 2 sails on the main mast. So it's like the ship type.
Okay.
I suppose, yes. Because I was like, what is a brigantine? I'm probably butchering that as well. On an Atlantic crossing, Captain Morehouse of the De Gratia knew Captain Briggs of the Mary Celeste to be a capable sailor and was suspicious. He ordered a boarding party to the Mary Celeste, and his crew found a deserted ship in seaworthy condition. Captain Morehouse split his crew and sailed the Mary Celeste to Gibraltar. To this day, the fate of Captain Briggs, his wife, child, and crew of 7 remains unsolved. Whether Briggs abandoned ship because of bad weather, or whether there is more sinister reasons for this disappearance, we will never know.
But if there were sinister reasons, you would think they would have stolen the ship also?
Yeah, and like
burned
Right.
it down? Yeah,
Like,
something.
they wouldn't leave alcohol. They wouldn't leave the alcohol.
And like the teapot and Bible on like the desk. I was thinking
cargo.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like all that precious
All the
booze.
booze.
All them booze.
Yeah.
Who's gonna leave the booze? Come on.
No, pirates would not leave the booze. Scavengers would not leave the booze.
Anybody raiding ships for profit, that would be the whole reason they would be raiding the ship. They
Exactly.
They would have just killed everyone and left them there to rot and taken what they wanted, or tied everyone up and been like, okay, bye.
Bye.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess
It was
maybe
definitely
they were
something supernatural.
the child and the woman for nefarious purposes.
Yeah.
But other than that...
Yeah, there's no reason for them all to just poof.
And people were probably like, it's because there was a woman and a child on the boats.
Oh,
was she
gosh.
on the period? Because we all know wackiness will ensue if a woman is menstruating anywhere near men.
On the ocean.
Exactly.
On the
On
ocean.
the ocean, of all places.
I bet it was all her fault.
I bet it.
She was a
Yeah.
witch, guys.
Yes.
Mystery
Mystery
solved.
solved.
Witch. Yes. My sources are boatinternational.com and seattlesailingship.com/haunted ships.
Okay, pop off.
Yeah. I was gonna do the Flying Dutchman, but decided against it, so I found these disappearances instead.
That's, yeah. Spooky.
Very spooky.
Very spooky.
How fun.
Very spooky. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
I've never been on a huge ship.
We went on a cruise a million years ago. I don't even know what year that was.
It was a long time ago. It was when Chase and Amanda were just dating.
Mm-hmm. So like 10 plus years ago.
Because they have been married now for almost
Wait, didn't they
15
get
years. They
married?
got
Yeah,
married.
and-
Zave was 2 weeks old, and Zave will be 15 in May.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
before
yeah.
that, they dated for like 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was 15. Yeah.
It was like,
It was a long
it was a
yeah,
long-ass
it was
time
a long ass time ago. I was a baby.
it's just
So-
Just a baby.
We
And Craig was
fetus.
even more of a baby.
And Craig was
That
even
was
more of a
even
baby.
more of the baby.
And Chantal was like a literal baby.
Chantal was literal baby.
Oh my god.
Freaking Chantal.
That was an adventure with Chantal on that boat.
That was.
That sounds horrible.
She was rambunctious AF.
Ooh,
I
and
don't
the
know
night it
what
got
happened.
stormy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That was spooky.
I got that's the only day I got seasick because we were literally like but like just the little waves I was okay with, but when like my whole body was
You're like, now
I was like I can't do it. We had like those bracelets.
Wristbands?
They actually worked pretty good, but then also I think it was Grandma gave me a Benadryl and then it just knocked the fuck out.
Benadryl do be doing that.
Yeah. You can't throw up when you're asleep. Well, you can.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
Ooh,
can, actually, it turns
Yikes.
out.
You're less likely to throw up when you're asleep.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever find anyone passed out, turn them on their side so they don't aspirate.
No one wants to
Yes.
die choking on their own vomit.
That's how, like, 90% of the 27 Club died.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they vomited while actively ODing, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so sad.
That is so sad.
I was just listening to the story of the OG member of the 27 Club, the musician who allegedly sold his soul to the devil at a crossroads to be able to play the blues guitar.
I know who you're talking
I
about.
can't remember
think
his name right now. I can Google that shit. I know.
Hell yeah.
Google.
Who is the person you're most sad about joined the 27 Club?
Does Buddy Holly count? Was he 27?
I think him and the Big Bopper count.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, when I was a youngin', I was like obsessed with 1950s music. Like Elvis, Buddy Holly, all those people. I was obsessed. I don't know why, but I freaking loved it.
Ah, Robert Johnson.
Robert Johnson.
Robert Johnson.
Yes.
So there's another little article that says it didn't start until the 1970s with Jimi Hendrix. But that is not maybe true because the way I hear it, it was Robert Johnson was the first member of the 27 Club.
Yeah. It's been going on a lot longer than Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. Try way earlier. Ah, the Rolling Stone even credits him, the Robert Johnson.
Is he? No, he's not the one that,
It's this guy.
Yes, okay. Boop boop. If you can see that. I'm trying the jazz singer on Ghosts. Is she the one that he's based, or is she based on him? Alberta?
No.
There's a story about like a jazz
there
singer.
is a jazz
that-
singer she is based on.
Yes.
It might even be Billie Holiday.
I don't remember.
But Billie Holiday, her life. Oh. Anyway. So sad. Anyway. Ooh, we should do like ghosts of musicians.
That would be
Ooh,
fun.
that would be fun.
That would be fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Well, we have socials.
We surely do.
We have
we have TikTok.
we do have a TikTok, Seance with My Siblings. We have
We
an
have
Instagram. Oh, what were you
Seance
gonna
with
say?
my siblings. I was just gonna say Instagram, yeah.
We have a Tumblr and a Bluesky now.
Yes.
Seance
Yes.
with my siblings.
Skiblings.
My giblings.
And we have a Gmail where you can send us your ghost stories. Have you ever stayed on
the Queen Mary?
Yes.
Have you seen a ghost ship?
Yes.
We want to know.
We do.
Inquisitive minds want to know.
And if you send us a ghost story,
we will read it live on the podcast.
And I will send you a surprise.
Yes.
I will mail. My grubby
Snail
little
mail.
hands will snail mail you a surprise if you give me an address that you don't mind me sending stuff to.
Yes. Yes.
Promise, I will not come looking for you. I don't have the time or the energy to stalk people.
We all work full-time jobs.
Kids and pets and a husband.
Yeah.
And dolls.
Yeah.
I don't have time to be stalking no one.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Just be safe. I won't disclose your information, but I will send you a treat.
Yes.
Yeah.
But don't eat it.
Yeah.
It's edible. Don't eat it.
You can't tell me what to do.
Okay, I guess you can eat rocks and stickers if you want, Kylie.
Anyway.
I'm
All right.
Wave
Wave
it
at the microphone.
We can actually wave at the microphone. Bye.